We stand in front of a dubious experimental hospital. Somehow Randal Butcher and General Boris survived the horrific accident that occurred in the previous episode. They have been patched together over the years. Randal Butcher was discharged from the army, and in General Boris's homeland there is no knowledge of his existence whatsoever. Years have passed, and the Soviet Union has dissolved, while on that small patch of land the strangest things have occurred. Now we are in the year 2030. General Boris has decided to bury the thoughts of returning home. In the meantime, at the hospital, General Boris is furious with Randal, who has lost his military rank. He lectures him about the injustices of their targeting. He blames Randal for the entire series of events. Randal defends himself by sharing his own perspective on the situation and accuses Mike of being responsible for the entire chain of events. However, both of them know that once they have recovered enough, they will be subjected to human experiments. Horrific experiments that the rest of the world knows nothing about. They have witnessed numerous perplexing cases over the years. They decide to sneak out of this crazy hospital as soon as their bodies are able to move. Randal and Boris also tell each other funny things that happen to them in the army. Particularly, certain encounters with Pedro make them laugh. While laughing, they suddenly realize that they are able to move again. They see the opportunity arising and decide to escape from the hospital. They set their sights on a remote mountain pub. In the end, they pass out drunk in the courtyard of the pub. Meanwhile, Pedro looks out the window. He lives with his wife a short distance away from the city's hustle and bustle. He is happy but nervous because his parents are coming to visit and meet his wife for the first time. Pedro's wife, Sandra, is very quiet and doesn't talk much. It may be because during Pedro's time in the army, he accidentally fired a bazooka that was partly responsible for Sandra's death. Pedro has heard about a new Indian restaurant. He calls his parents and asks them to bring takeaway food from there. Pedro orders korma with extra dynamite spice because he's a fan of spicy food. Pedro's parents arrive with the takeaway food. The whole group enjoys the meal. Pedro's parents wonder about Sandra's quiet behavior. However, the dinner goes well, and Pedro's parents leave. Pedro decides to go for a rolling because his stomach is bubbling. Mike has Crouch Pete visiting. Mike has inherited $1 million from his late grandfather. Mike has found a new hobby. He has become a cryptocurrency investor. His investments haven't been very profitable, as out of the $1 million, he only has 50,000 left. Mike has a habit of buying high and selling low. However, he still trusts in his own skills. Crouch Pete watches the situation in shock from the sidelines. Morning has come, and Randal, passed out in the courtyard of the mountain pub, starts to wake up. His head is pounding from last night's drinks, and he feels terrible. Randal can't see Boris anywhere, and his car is missing. He decides to call Mike and forces him to come and pick him up. Randal promises Mike that if he retrieves him, Mike will be forgiven for the accident that happened in the army. Mike agrees and sets off to fetch Randal from the mountain pub. Mike arrived at Randal's place at the mountain pub and rescued the hungover man from his distress. They went to Mike's place where Pete was waiting for them. However, Randal was still bothered by what had happened to Boris. If it's also bothering you, it may be revealed in the next episode. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like and comment. See you!